Hello everyone, this is another video from Easy Electric series, and today we are learning more parameters for VFD relay output programming. So we talk about A055 and A056. Today actually we learn few more parameter in A055. Let's to take a look to number 7. If you choose A055 and number 7, it says above current. So with number 7, you could actually first you should know what is the continuous amp on your VFD or your drive. If you take a look to the right side and the label that you have on the VFD, usually you see the continuous amp. So for the model that we use is 2.3 amp. So if you choose this 7 and you need to write the percentage on A56, for example, I'm writing 50 there. So what it means? It means if the current goes over 50% of these continuous amp of your drive, which is for my case is 2.3, 50% of that should be 50% of 2.3, so it should be 1.15 amps. So that means if the current of the drive go over 1.15, so you have a trigger on your relay and the lamp that we put there should be on. If it's less than that current, it should be actually turn off the lamp or you don't have a trigger on your relay. Okay, next parameter is number 10, above analog voltage. So as you remember, whenever we talk about the external potentiometer, we mentioned with adding the potentiometer there, terminal 13 able to get 0 to 10 volt. So here with number 10, you could actually give a percentage in A56. So that means if I put A055 on 10 and an A56, for example, if I give 50, it means this should be 50% of that 10 volt, which is the 5 volt. So that means if the terminal 13 voltage is over that 5 volts, so the trigger should be there and the lamp is on. If that less than 5, it should be actually off or there is no trigger. So that means this technically whatever you write on A56, whenever you have 10 on A055, so it's actually give the percentage of the 10 volt. So if the T13 get over that voltage, the lamp is on and the trigger is there and also the lamp is on. So finally, let's take a look to the next, which is number 20, is a parameter control. So the parameter control is whenever you have some external devices connect to the VFD and they have external communication. So you put that on 20, then that external communication able to write on A056. If it's write 0, so there is no trigger on your relay. It's actually keep open. The lamp is off, and if it's right, the external communication write 1 on A056, the relay is closed and our lamp is on. Okay, so the next parameter in A55 is number 7, which is above current. So let's to actually adjust that and see what it's really do. So I come here and choose the A50, let's see, A55. Enter, I put on the 7. So now you should actually give what is the current that it goes above that number. You should be actually turn on the relay. So let I actually go to 56, enter, and in I56 I say 86.9 in A56. What it means? It means if current goes above 86.9 time of the continuous current that you see from here on your VFD, which is for my case is 2.3. Here it says continuous amp. For my case is 2.3. Whatever I put in A56 is a percentage. So for this case, I put 86.9 times 2.3 that I have in this label on the VFD. So give me around 2 amp. So that means if the current go over 2 amp, so the lamp should be on. If the current is less than 2 amp, should be actually off. So again, A55 should be on 7 above current. In A56, you actually give the percentage. That is actually a percentage of the amp value that you have on this label on the side of your VFD. For my case, 86.9. So 80.6.9 times 2.3 should be 2 amp. It should be turned on whenever current is over 2 amps. So let's see that. So I actually go to D3 that able to monitor the amp. Now I could see amp. I also give enough time for acceleration, give big time that is slowly motor actually increase the frequency that easily we could see the current. So let's start. So that means it should be turned on whenever we are on 2. So probably whenever I turn this, it's get too much current. So let's see. It is too much current. Now it's 3.3. This is starting, takes a lot of current. So now it goes down. It should be around 2, should be turned off the lamp. So as you see, 2.2, 2.1. And somewhere here it should be turned off the lamp. Yes, it's actually see around 2. It's turned the lamp off. So even easily you could decrease or increase with these variable resistor and see whenever it's over 2, it's turned that on. So now actually I use these potentiometer. I maybe go a little slower. So see it goes less than 2. Now more than 2, and it's turn on or off the relay that you have. Okay, the next parameter is A055 and 9. So which is, it says retry exceed. So let's see what retry means. So whenever you did the VFD face the fault, usually it gives some time delay, and then after that reset everything. So then you could actually start to use your motor and you are able to push the start button again. So technically it's telling how many time it could be retry whenever it's faced the fault. So in conjunction with these retries 9, you should actually use 2 other parameter N90, which technically in N90 you say how many try you should have whenever you face the fault. So we are putting for these example 2. It means after you face the fault, you try 1 times. If you get actually the error again, you try for a second time. So that means you actually try 2 times any number that you give in A92. So with A93, we say actually the time delay. This should be actually the time delay. So which is telling after each fault how many delay you want to have, then actually reset everything. So we let to give this 5 seconds. If we give A055 on 9, A92 on 2, and A93 on 5, so this is what's happened. So whenever you face the fault, so it's VFD wait for 5 seconds, so then reset everything, and it's tried that for 2 times. So that means if you have a second fault again, you actually give a 5 second time delay, you reset it. So then that's it. If you get the third one, it's not going to actually reset it. So technically you say how many time you retry and what should be the time delay between this. So we will actually go and try that in the training set and see how it works. Okay, so the next parameter in A55 is 9, which is retries. So let's see what is the retries, which is number 9. So let to go choose the A55. So this is A. Let to go down to 55. Okay, what's happening? Okay, 55. So the 9, which is say retries. So it is somehow retries excess. So it means if you put 9, so you could actually say to the relay. So it's if you get the error. So first you could tell how many times it should retry. So that means reset the error. You could say for example, let's give 2 times. If I get the error, so you reset for it 2 times. And also you could give a time delay and how much time delay after the error to reset that again. Let's say I give actually retry 2 times and time delay 5 seconds. What it means? It means if I get the error, the light is not on, it's actually reset that first time, wait 5 seconds, reset. So then again you get the fault, again reset it, wait another 5 seconds and actually retry. So that means if you get the third one, then actually your lamp should be on. So technically you say how many retry you have. If you exceed that retry, that LED should be on, or you should trigger you trigger the relay that you have. So I actually adjust 855 to 9, which is a retry excess. So now I need to change A92, which say how many you should try. So back here, go to A, but this time should be 92. Okay, now I'm 92. I already give this value. I say 2. So that means it should be tried 2 times before turn on the light. So now in 93, time delay between each reset. So whenever you get fault, wait 5 seconds. You could adjust that. I adjust to 5 before. So give 5 second delay, then actually retry that totally 2 times. If again you fail it, you turn on the light. So looks is fine. So let's just have a trick here. The other trick is for getting the fault, I'm going to decrease the full load of the motor, which we get the error. So let's go to the P, I guess, P33. If you remember, my motor should be 3 amp. I decrease that to the 1 amp because I know whenever I start it go past that number, so then I will get the error that I want to see. So I decrease from 3 for my case to the 1 amp. I'll make sure I'm going to get the error. So that's also is set. So now let's back here and put the D that we see the current. So now we should be good. Let's start it. So I hold my start, which is each time the error happen, and you exactly see how it's retry 2 times with 5 second delay between them. So I push and keep the start, so it's starting. So usually there is a delay, right? For sure right now is 2.3 or 2, it's over 1, but it takes time that you see that fault. So there is actually delay that you see. You will see that soon. So we see that this is the first fault. It's wait 5 seconds, retry, get the second one. So again, 5 second wait. And it's actually, whenever it's get the third time, it's turn on the light. So we could actually see one more time. So we started, get the first error, 5 seconds. This should be technically first try, 5 seconds. Second one, and it's actually get the error. So let's redo that again. So the first one, now this is second try. So if I get another one, it should be turned on. Yeah, that's actually turned on. So this is how the A55 and the 9, which is a retries, work.